Hey yo, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Stonted, guys. In today's video, man, we'll be breaking down what is the best Modern Warfare settings to run right now. Now, Season 5 is approaching in 2 more weeks, guys, and I want you guys to go into Season 5 with the best Modern Warfare settings possible. Now, I am on PC right now, guys. I'm on controller PC right now, so I'm going to be showcase you guys what are the best settings for PC along with the console part. All right, now let's get straight to this video, man. I don't want to waste no time right now. Now, listen, now my in-game controller, guys, I'm playing on controller right now. I don't know how to play keyboard and mouse, so I'm just playing on controller right now. We're gonna go ahead and switch to the screen now. For the screen, guys, my field of view, guys, is set to 120, man. Now, the reason why I set this to 120 is just because you can see everything so much better. I feel like that personally, that when you play Modern Warfare, or for my people who play console or switch to PC, everybody can relate that playing on PC, Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty games in general, it just looks so much better. The games look way more enjoyable just because the way the FOV set up. The way the FOV set up, guys, you are able to see what's around you. You can see everything that's going on around you. That's why PC players, in my opinion, I feel like PC players have the biggest advantage over console players and all that. Okay, now for my brightness, guys, now this is a sub preference thing. Now me personally, if you guys are wondering, Stunted, bro, how's your graphics, your quality is so fire, man. My brightness is one of those reasons, just because I set my brightness just to a 55% right here. Okay, you could do, I know some people do 50 and some people do 55. I'm just gonna do 55. Your horizontal heads up display HUD bounds or the vertical heads up display HUD bounds must both be at 100. The skimp introduction movie, you want to make sure you have this on disable at all times. I'm pretty sure nobody really just cares about trailers that much. You only get this once a new season is starting up, so make sure you guys go ahead and set that to disable or the cases. Now my tooltips, guys, this is set to enable. Subtitle, this is a sub preference stand again. Make sure you got this on disable. Now for your colorblind type, guys, we got this set to disable. Now the only reason why we got this set to disable is just because I have a video graphics card, so I'm able to mess with these color settings that I want to. So I'm going to pretty much showcase you guys right now what are the best graphic settings for like the PC part. So I'm going to go ahead and press Alt Z real quick. Boom, you should get the GeForce Experience tab open. Now what you want to do, guys, go to your game filters, Alt F3. Now these are my settings, guys. Now pretty much my brightness and contrast is pretty much set to this right here. My exposure is 10%, my contrast is 30%, my highlights is -6%, shadows is -30%, my gamma is a 0% right here. Okay, now for the sharpen, guys, you want to make sure you set this to a 60%. Ignore filigrane. This does not matter if you have it on 0 or 100. It really does not matter, just because my Warfare already has that option to where you can actually turn down your filigrane if you want to. Now this is what you guys are looking for the most. Now this is the big step that you guys need to take right here, the color. Now for the color, guys, you want to make sure your tint color is set to 0%. Make sure your tint intensity is set to 0. Your temperature is 0.5. If you don't want to do 0.5, you can also do like where is it at, 11 point, negative, where is that, negative 13.6, or you can do 0.5. I just set to 0.5, whatever the case is. Now this is important right here, your vibrance. You see how once you set to like in the middle or whatever the case is, it looks all dry, but once you set up, it looks very, very colorful. That's what I mean, guys. Make sure you guys got these beautiful graphics here right now for PC people. Let's go ahead and switch to like the console part. Now one thing I can say to you guys, for my people who do play on console, you might want to set your colorblind type set to Dornopia and set it to both. This also works very, very good, especially if you're on console. And for my people who are able to mess with their monitor settings or their TV settings, make sure you guys change your vibrance all the way to like max level, just because it'll make the game look very, very much enjoyable, so much color. All right, so I am on PC right now, so I'm going to keep that the same. Now this is another huge key right here, guys, another huge step. Make sure your mini-map shape is set to square. I feel like mainly is that when you look, let me go back real quick. I just messed up. Let me go back real quick. Now, as you see right here, guys, you could tell that I feel like that mainly, I don't know if I'm tripping. I feel like you can see more of what's going on in a square map than a circle map for some weird reason. It's just like that. So this is a self preference thing, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and run the square. That's what I'll do if I were you. Make sure you have your mini map rotation set to enable. Having it disabled will make it look very, very weird or whatever the case is. So make sure you guys just set it to enable and all that. Your compass cardinal direction. This is mainly for Warzone, I guess, or pubs. It really does not matter what you run. You can use letters or you can use numbers. It's a self-preference thing. It does not really just matter that much or whatever, right? Now my text chat, guys, I got this enabled. Profanity filter, I got this enabled just because I love seeing, you know, the little toxic comments that goes down in the chat bar over here. It's funny to me. Now another thing you want to do, guys, is set your dismemberment and gore effects set to enable. So just in case, you know how Modern Warfare brings to the game, you know, tracer or dismemberment effects and all that stuff like that. You wanna pretty much want to see that. But if you're pretty much is that type of person who really don't want to see that type of stuff, then go ahead and hit this disable or whatever. I just set to enable just because that's a cool feature that's in the game right now. Now for my frame per second right here, this really does not matter or whatever. This is basically what your PC is holding right now. Now for the graphics, now this for my PC people right now. It's gonna be my PC people, then the console real quick. Now for your display mode, guys, this is a sub-preference thing. I just set mine to full screen borderless, just because I do record through OBS itself, and I like to go to Discord just to talk to my friends and all that stuff like that. And yeah, make sure you guys set this to full screen borderless, or you can set it to full screen. It's a sub-preference thing. My display monitor, this is an HP 25 VS, not like a very, very good monitor, but it does get the job done. I can see perfect. I don't know, it's good for me. It works out for me. But pretty soon in the future, I will upgrade my monitor just so I can get that 144 hertz monitor and get that little 144 hertz feel. Now this is my graphics card right here, my NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti, which is very, very good for this game. It works for this game perfect. All right, now for your render resolution, you want to make sure you set this to 100. Now, as you see, guys, if you are paying attention, the more you raise it up some, the more that your VRAM usage will be spent. So make sure you guys just set it to 100 or whatever the case is, just so you get that little 1920 by 1080 feel. But for my people who do have a better PC than me, whatever, then you could pretty much run a 1440 by what is it called? I need to say 2560 by 1440. There we go. I just lost my train of thinking. 2560 by 1440 is very, very good. Your aspect ratio, make sure you got this set to automatic. Sync every frame, VSync. You want to make sure you got this. You want to make sure you have this on disabled. Your custom frame limit should be on custom or unlimited. It's a sub-preference thing. Now, me, guys, since I don't care about FPS or whatever the case is, I feel like I should, but just because I know my monitor is not that great or whatever, you might want to set this up to, like, you know, all 60 FPS. I feel like that the games run very, very smooth or whatever the case is, just because it's on 60 FPS. But once I do upgrade my monitor or whatever that case is, you know, where it should be able to hit that point of 144 hertz, then I would probably, you know, raise this up by a lot. But for my people who know they don't have a 144 hertz monitor or a 75 hertz monitor, there's no point you even mess with it. You might as well just set your stuff up to 60 and you'll be straight or whatever. Now my NVIDIA highlights, guys, this is set to disabled. This is for shaders. Now my display gamma, make sure you guys got this at 2.2 XRGB, which is pretty cool. Now this is another huge setting that my PC players need to run. Now this is a self-preference thing. Me personally, I feel like the game is very, very good on normal. I really don't. Me personally, I don't see the difference between normal and high, just because they both look the same to me, in my opinion. So I got this set to normal. My texture is set to texture filter and anisotropic, whatever, is set to normal. Now another thing I'm gonna go back to is the texture resolution. If you guys do not notice or whatever, the more you set it up, you're gonna end up losing FPS. So it's already bad enough that you have a 60 FPS monitor, whatever the case is. So you might want to just chill out a little bit, just, you know, just set to normal or whatever. This is probably the best smooth settings that you can run. Your quality in the game will still look very, very nice. If you apply all these settings to your PC or whatever the case is, you'll do fine, bro. You'll love it. Now this is a texture filter and anisotropic. You got this on normal. Particle quality, this is high, just because you don't lose any type of FPS on there. If you want to, you can set this to low. It's a sub-perfect thing. Your bullet impact and spray, we had this set to enabled. Your text selection is set to disabled. Shadow map resolution is low. Cashy spots is enabled. Cashy spots is sunshine is enabled, or whatever. Both of these are good, but I feel like if you do have a good PC that can take a little bit of this, then yeah, go ahead and enable it. You really don't have to, but this is what I do. I just set it to enable because I like it. My PC can handle it. Cashy sunshines, make sure you set this to enable. Particle lighting. Make sure you set this on low, guys. Make sure you set this on not low. Make sure you guys set this on normal. Direct X ray tracing. Make sure you set this on disable. Ambient occlusion, whatever, is disabled. Screen space reflection, SSR, disabled. Now this is another thing that is very, very important, my guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and set this up to Filmic SMAA2TS. So it's pretty much gonna be like the last one you get. This will have your pictures and your rendering images, and the game looks so beautiful, bro. It looks nice. Now your depth of field or whatever, you can set this to disable and enable. I have the disabled. Now the filmic strength, we got this set to all the way down to 0. Rub motion blur and weapon motion blur. For my people who get headaches for some reason while playing Modern Warfare, there's a big chance that the reason why your head is hurting is that because you're playing with motion blur on. Just take that out, bro. If you are passing by your enemies or you see a kid last minute, you're gonna die just because you have this set enabled. Okay, make sure you got to set this to disable. All right, film grain is a 0, and yeah, that's it, man. Now let's go ahead and get straight with the audio joint. Now for the audio, guys, this is a sub-perfect thing. Now I do have Astros A40s, and I do have a Mason, so I'm able to adjust, you know, what's going on with the game volume and all that if it's way too loud. Now I'm gonna give you guys the best possible settings for my people who thinks the game is way too loud. Just set this up to boost high. Boost high is probably the best way to go. With boost high, I know some people use boost or boost low. In my opinion, I feel like boost high is the perfect way to go. It feels better in my opinion. Now for the master volume, this game is very loud. You guys know once you start that game, you get that. It's annoying, bro. So make sure you guys get this set to 80. This is the sweet spot right here, 80.73, or you can do 80.00. Or if the case is music volume, I don't like the music soundtrack itself. Kind of corny, but it's 0. Dialogue volume is at 50. Effects volume, this is at 80. So I pretty much had these around the same mark or whatever. Juggernaut music, I got this enabled or whatever. Even though I don't even run Juggernaut itself, you can put this on enable or disable. It's a self-preference thing. Your hit markers. Now your hit markers, you can switch this up just a little bit. Me personally, I love running the Modern Warfare just because it feels, I don't know, I like the sound effects using Modern Warfare. Classic itself is also nice. You can run whatever. Both of these are very good, but I just always switch it up whenever I get bored or whatever. Just get bored with the game, want to mess with stuff. So make sure you guys just set this up to Modern Warfare if you want to. Okay, voice chat, get this set up to enable voice chat device, default communication device. Your voice chat recording must be push to talk or whatever. Now for my controller people. Controller, this is what we're here for, bro. What is the best sensitivity to run in Modern Warfare? What is it, Stunted? Now for my settings, guys, I am running a stick and move flip. So pretty much what goes on is, guys, I jump with my right analog. And I shoot my L1R1. That's what stick and move flip is. All right. So make sure you guys got that set up. That is very good to me. Stick layout preset. Make sure you have this set up to default. Invert vertical look. Make sure you set this to disabled. Now your dead zone, guys. This is only if you are having stage of. Me personally, I have this controller for a good minute, but I haven't been seeing, you know, any type of stage of whatsoever. So I got this set up to 0.05 for my people who got like just a little bit but noticeable stage of. Just set to 0.06 or 0.67 or whatever. It's really up to you. Now the best settings, guys, in my opinion to run. I told people that I run three types of sensitivity, just depending on what the map is mainly. Now, my main one, my go-to one, is the 7.6 sensitivity. I feel like that it balances out with the kind of a low sensitivity around with the high sensitivity. Like I'm still able to turn on people very very fast. I'm still able to beam people from a long distance. It's just something about the 7.6 sensitivity that is very very good. Now my other sensitivity that I also run, guys, is a 10.10 sensitivity. I only run this if I'm playing shipment or the case. This is good for my people who love to 1v1 or the case, and you're playing shipment or a shoot house. You want to run that high sensitivity just so you guys can connect and run turn around fast and all that. 10.10 is the sweet spot in my opinion for that. But right here for gameplays wise, my main one is a 7.6. Now for your ADS sensitivity multiplayer low zoom, your ADS sensitivity multiplayer high zoom, make sure you guys set this both up to 0.90 and 0.90. I don't know what it is. It's just something about using these settings that just makes it so OP. So I really recommend you guys use this. You guys, bro, trust me, you would notice a big difference when you run this. If you are noticing that you are actually hitting your shots more, all of a sudden that is why, bro. The 0.90. Now this is another big thing. This is very very huge. Shout out to my subscriber named Pluto, who actually gave me these this setting right here. He told me to run the aim response curve type dynamic on stream, and once I tried it out, bro, I literally dropped a double nuke just using this setting. My first time using it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's broken or something. Something Modern Warfare had messed up. But with the using the aim response curve type dynamic, it feels like that you are locking onto your enemies way way quicker, bro. It feels normal. It feels like a natural thing. I don't know what goes on, but it feels like with every time I lock onto an enemy, I lock on them like just like with quickness or whatever. I'm able to like snap, hit 1, hit 2, hit 3. It's just so easy. Make sure you guys go ahead and run dynamic. I know some people run linear. I haven't not tried it out yet, but running the dynamic along with the 0.90 and the 0.90 low zoom high zoom with the 7.6, it's just OP. It really is, especially with 10.10 sends. Controller vibration. This is for my people who love to feel their controller vibrate in their hands or whatever. This is a preference thing. In my opinion, every time I do run vibration on, it does mess with my aim just a little bit, just a tad bit, and it doesn't feel weird. I mean, it doesn't feel right. Set this on disabled. Now for your aim assist, guys, make sure you set this up to standard. Standard is probably the go-to one. I know some people use focusing or whatever. It's really up to you. Now I did notice that when you use focusing, it feels like sometimes that I remember that before season 4 came out, whatever, there was like a thing going on with focusing where it felt like you'll get mad aim assist. But for my people who already have good aim itself already, or for my people who are new to the game, I still recommend you guys use the standard one just because it does feel like that your shots are not connecting whatsoever, and you know yourself that you're shooting that kid. It's just a weird glitch going on. Now your scale aim assist with FOV, make sure you set this to enable. Your weapon mount activation is set to ADS plus melee. Your weapon mount movement exit, set this to enable. Aim down sight behavior is on hold. Equipment behavior set to hold. Your use reload behavior, set this up to tap reload if you are playing multiplayer, of course. Now if you playing Warzone, that's what I see a lot of people do. Play contextual tab just so you can loot faster with this contextual cap. But for my multiplayer people, all you need is tap to reload, okay? Ammo weapon switch enable, slide behavior. Now if you are wondering why it's stunning, bro, how's your movement so cracked, bro? You just moving around corners very very quick. Now the reason why it's like that is just because my slide behavior itself, guys, is set to tap. Now since I do play on stick and move or whatever, I pretty much slide using circles, so I'm able to hurry up and hit circle like quick, like 2 times, and then jump 2 times, then jump. It's just something about that's very very OP. Your auto move forward disabled. Your automatic sprint. Make sure you guys set this up to automatic tactical sprint. This is something that every comp player use, every pub player, your best probably your favorite YouTuber. He probably use these settings because it's so OP. Now this is another way you can just move so quick, bro, with your movement. Make sure you guys slap on the automatic tactical sprint. Your vehicle camera recenter. This is for Warzone. It does not matter. This enabled, and yeah, that's it pretty much. And a lot of you guys been asking me, Stunted, bro, do you? I don't know why this is. I don't know why this is even on right now. For my bro, listen, if you want easy lobbies, bro, kind of semi good lobbies or whatever the case is, even though it's gonna take you a long time to hop in a lobby, but it will be worth it long end. Make sure you guys just set this up to disable, bro. Just so you only play people in your region. So if you're on PS4, you'll play against your PS4 people. If you're on Xbox, you'll play against Xbox people. If you're a PC, bro, you can play against your PC people. It's just that simple. Cause I know a lot of my subscribers or people who are watching this, they don't like playing PC just because the hacking epidemic that's going on right now. It's just getting insane out here. So make sure you guys go ahead and set this up to disabled. This is perfect right here. All right, it's your boy Stunning, guys, man. These are my Modern Warfare settings that you guys need to try out, man. And yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.